Hey guys, Tony here, and may the 4th be with you. Sorry, that was a little cheesy, but in the spirit of Star Wars Day, I have an absolutely incredible home theater to share with you today. Through my buddies Leo and Matt, I met Ben, and was told by Leo that he had an awesome Star Wars themed home theater that he built himself, and that the room had so many features and epic Star Wars memorabilia that I needed to go and check it out for myself. So last Friday after work, Leo, Matt and myself went to pay Ben a visit to check out his room. So sit back, relax, smash the like button for me as we take you through Ben's home theater tour, so stay tuned. The room started out much smaller than it is now, and it was decided that a renovation was in order to make it bigger. Ben gutted it back to a shell and extended the dimensions to 5 meters wide by 6.2 meters long and 3 meters high from the lowest point. The walls are created as a room within a room with soundcheck acoustic gibrock and isolated with whisper clips, which really help limiting the sound transference to the rest of the house. Inside the room, Ben used Quiet Space 100mm acoustic panels at the first and second reflection points, and panels were placed to cover the rest of the walls and covered with a stretched textured material, which I can tell you looks amazing in person. The fabric panels have a thin grey strip in the middle to break up the black. Columns were also built with space to install LifeX downlights top and bottom that give the effect of LED light strips, and these openings really add to the Star Wars vibe. The rest of the various accent lighting around the perimeter of the room are LifeX Z-strips, and the lights inside the subwoofer cabinet at the front are LifeX downlights similar to the ones in the alcove. I love how the room changes with the different lighting schemes. The carpet is a grey plush pile carpet, and there is a drop down to create a nice sunken area for the bottom row of seats. It feels very comfortable to enter such a spacious room. Ben also made a double door for the theatre, which was done with precision, with the rear surround speaker mounted on the back of the door. When it opens, it goes into a cavity so that it isn't damaged. The double door feature is great for sound containment, and I was seriously impressed by the attention to detail and precision that Ben achieved with his room. The seats are Moran Galaxy, which are now discontinued, finished in burgundy, and Ben picked them up from someone who didn't end up going ahead with his theatre. They were brand new with the tags still on them. He already had a set of black in 3, but decided that having matching seats was too hard to pass up on. They are very comfortable, soft Italian leather with 2 points of recline and inside generous armrest. We even have a place to chill your wine with the wine wells. We have 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom, and Ben uses the back as his main listening position, and the step down was made to fit these seats so everything lines up perfectly. Moving to the decor, we have a full-size Stormtrooper on one side, which was purchased from Shepperton Design Studios in the UK, built into the alcove, and a Carbonite Han Solo on the other side, which Ben picked up from an avid collector. As well as the lighting, Ben built a hidden room at the front of the theatre, and I wasn't ready for what was inside. As soon as the doors open, you're greeted by a scale-accurate wall-mounted Yoda and Boba Fett helmet. And there is also an encapsulated lightsaber at the bottom. Ben also made a custom cabinet to house his original Star Wars figurines, which I remember having myself when I was a kid. The cabinet is airtight and lit up to show his amazing collection. The room was filled with more original period pieces throughout, and Ben even kept all of the original card backs of his figurines, and they are encapsulated for protection. What an amazing piece of history, perfectly preserved. Ben also uses this space to house his AV rack, where we have the Anthem MRX 1120 11-channel receiver for video and audio processing. For physical media, there is the Panasonic UB820, and next down in the rack we have the Philips Pronto serial extender, which is actually discontinued but still working the smart control system. Ben uses it with a screen inside the theatre. Although he has the Harmony remote, he still likes to have the Pronto as he's very comfortable with it. The Behringer 6000D is for powering the subs, which I'll show you later in the video, followed by a Foxtel IQ box, which is a cable box essentially here in Australia, and a Chromecast TV for streaming. Then we have the Zappiti Pro 4K player for all of the rips Ben has made of his physical media. I will actually be making a video very soon to show you how to rip the discs for your setup, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss that video. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button as well to show your support for Ben's room. Moving along to the screen, we have a giant 170-inch Encore acoustic transparent screen in CinemaScope, which is 2.35:1 aspect. And Ben made his own acoustic blanking panels using heavy-duty draw slides, which slide out to get rid of the horizontal bars for 16:9 content. As the room is so big, 16:9 content still looks fantastic, and with the blanking panels, you just wouldn't even know that it wasn't a native 16:9 screen. I won't tell you how many takes it took to get our models Leo and Matt to open them up in sync. Projecting onto the 170-inch screen, there is a JVC N7 or NX7 as it's labeled in the US. To meet the throw distance and the size of the screen, Ben had to build an alcove at the back for the projector to sit in, which has cold air intakes at the back, and the JVC N7 vents forward, so he was able to push it even further. The image was absolutely stunning, so let's take a look at a couple of demos so that you can judge for yourself. The speaker configuration is 7.2.4, featuring Krix speakers all round with 18-inch full Marty subs. Unfortunately, I am unable to show you all the speakers as they are concealed and difficult to get to, but for the front soundstage we have the Krix Megaphonics from the SX lineup, which are a two-way speaker identical for the left, center and right, featuring a 10-inch driver and a sensitivity rating of 95 decibels for 1 watt at 1 meter. And Ben has created his own infinite baffle wall, padding the alcove with acoustic material and finishing it off with sound check. They hide behind the screen to give that additional realism during movies for sounds to come from the screen itself. The surrounds and surround backs are Krix Ultraphonics, and the cool part with these is Ben wrapped them with the acoustic transparent fabric to allow them to blend into the back wall, and as shown before, the left surround back is on the back inner door, which recesses into an alcove so that it doesn't get damaged if the door is opened. The Ultraphonics feature an 8-inch driver and a sensitivity rating of 90 decibels with a 15-degree downward angle to allow them to reach the bottom row of seating. The surrounds are inside a custom cupboard that Ben built for easy access. For overhead speakers, the Krix Atmospherics A20s were chosen and are aimed at Ben's middle rear seat, as that is his preferred seat for the theatre. For the subwoofers, Ben has two 18-inch full Marty subwoofers, and with a little prod from Leo, he bought and installed them into a custom-made cabinet at the front. They sound incredible with plenty of power and tactile feedback in the seat. I didn't feel any boominess at all, just nice, tight and impactful bass. These subs are passive and powered from the rack-mounted Behringer 6000D. If I was to describe the experience of the room, what stood out to me the most was Ben's amazing attention to detail. He took the time to get everything right, all of the corners are perfectly lined up without any gaps, and the way that he solved problems shows that he has a real passion for it. The other thing is the dimensions, and the way that the room has a tiered structure makes it feel really comfortable to be in. I love the additional drop down from the first row of seating, and it was great to film this room with all of the seats filled up by Ben and his family, as well as Leo and Matt. I'd also like to mention that Ben and his close friend Sean, who helped him with a lot of the build, have started a venture on their own called Lux Theatre Builds. With their backgrounds in building and design, as well as a passion for home cinema, they decided to start their own business. So if you're in the Sydney area, I'll leave links to their business down in the description. Let's take another look around the room, and while you do, if you enjoyed the tour, make sure you smash the like button for me to show your support. I'll have links in the description to most of the things shown in this room, so check them out if you're interested. I'd also like to thank Ben and his family for having us over to experience the room, and Leo and Matt, thanks for making it happen. I will have more room tours coming very soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to show your support, there is a join button and also links to my Discord community down in the description. Anyway guys, a very big thank you for watching, but that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.